Right now at 5, La Crosse resident Shondell Washington Spivey is officially running for mayor.
And the Toma VA Medical Center helps veterans with healthful resources.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
A Minnesota man is dead after a house fire in Spring Grove. Law enforcement say they got a call around 2 p.m. yesterday about a residence on fire. And when they arrived, they found 62-year-old Carl Onstad dead inside the burning home. Authorities have ruled out foul play after conducting an autopsy.
A Fort Atkinson man is dead after a train crashed into his tractor Monday. According to the Wenatchee County Sheriff's Office, a train struck 60-year-old Carl Kuhn while he was driving his tractor on Highway 24 and 128th Street. The train's conductor said he saw Kuhn driving and tried braking but collided with him at 30 miles per hour. Kuhn was pronounced dead on scene. The crossing where the accident happened is an uncontrolled train crossing with yield signs.
Yeah, a somewhat chillier start here this morning once again. We still have frost potential again tonight for some areas, but it's far fewer. I think temperatures will be a little bit warmer, milder, I should say, more for most areas tonight, but still there's a potential there for overall. There's your overnight lows, more into the 30s near 40, but still some of the colder areas like Eau Claire 33 and then Sparta and Black River Falls still in the 20s, but they've seen these temperatures already, so nothing of a surprise too in warmer locations further south. Right now, a lot of areas in the upper 60s, a few areas in the 70, even 74 down to Boscobel, so above average temperatures. They're going to see more of this going through tomorrow. Big picture shows just a few clouds kind of coming to our east, but overall there's not much of a cloud if you go well to the west of us too, so that gives you an indication that ridge and high pressure is going to be overhead. So really seasonal, pleasant conditions for this evening. Very light winds or light winds at all, getting back down to the upper 40s. Same story for La Crosse too, getting back down to about the low 50s, calm winds, very pleasant, very typical October type weather. Tonight, a little bit warmer. We'll probably be more in the 40s, less in the 30s, so 38 more in Eau Claire, maybe 42, 43 in La Crosse. Still, some of the areas could get in the upper 20s to low 30s, but all in all, it's a little bit warmer. And that's going to be the trend as we continue to go on. We could potentially see 80s coming, but then we got a big change coming next week. Not precipitation, but it's going to feel more like maybe the end of October, more like maybe Halloween coming up here.
All right, looking forward to that report. Thank you, Greg. Well, the Biden administration wants all lead pipes replaced within the next decade. At an event in Milwaukee, President Biden announcing a landmark rule by the Environmental Protection Agency. It requires utilities to replace lead service lines, a major source of exposure, along with lead paint. According to the CDC, children under 6 are at the greatest risk for lead poisoning, which can include damage to the brain and nervous system and slow development. The EPA estimates the rule will prevent up to 900,000 infants from being born with low birth weight and reduce up to 1,500 cases of premature death from heart disease.
Longtime La Crosse resident Shondell Washington Spivey has formally launched his campaign for mayor of La Crosse. The UWL graduate and executive director for the nonprofit Black Leaders Acquiring Collective Knowledge held his first campaign event today at Grandad Bluff Park. He says his experience serving the community will help address issues facing the city.
I've talked to a lot of folks around issues here in La Crosse and things like that, and so I feel like I can do a great job as mayor in leading the city to address some of the issues that we have.
His campaign says his focus is returning the fundamental values of care, action, and community back to the mayor's office. The mayoral race will be on the ballot next April.
Well, with 4 weeks to go until the November election, campaigns are revving up their efforts.
And as News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains, organizations are doing their part to help young voters get ready for the election. Allison.
Ken and Emily, it's no secret that Wisconsin elections tend to be incredibly close. In a state that comes down to the margins, youth turnout in this election could be the deciding factor in who wins the Badger State. In a few weeks, millions of young Americans will cast their first ever presidential election vote. But youth voter turnout is notoriously low. That's because registering to vote can be confusing. College students have to register with their campus address. And in Wisconsin, you need a photo ID to vote. Despite the obstacles, recent trends show the youth vote is on the rise.
Being able to actually make a difference in the what's going on in politics and not just hearing about it and giving my opinion, but now I can actually do something to help America.
Now, less than 23,000 votes decided Wisconsin's last 2 presidential elections. And with almost 300,000 people between the ages of 18 to 24 registered in the state, whether those voters turn out could make all the difference. Now, this is National Voter Education Week, so UWL is hosting a number of events to help first-time voters on campus. Ken and Emily?
All right, Allison, thank you. Flags are flying at half-staff today in honor of a law enforcement park ranger who lost his life. Park Ranger Kevin Grossheim died Sunday while responding to a call in Voyageurs National Park. He was trying to rescue a family stranded on an island due to high waves. He reached the family in his boat, but that boat flipped over and his body disappeared. He was later recovered that afternoon. Governor Walz in a statement saying, quote, Kevin Grossheim was a dedicated ranger and public servant known for his unwavering commitment to helping others. Grossheim served as a ranger for 23 years.
A local favorite is now officially closed for the season. Rudy's Drive-In dished out its final walnut burgers, shakes, and fries this morning before shutting down for the winter. The owner says while closed, it's a great opportunity to deep clean.
It's almost like opening up a brand new restaurant every single year, but gives us the advantage to do the deep cleaning and keep things looking nice and clean.
Now, while closed, the team will also start preparing for the next season.
Congressman Derek Van Orden made a campaign visit to the La Crosse Doll YMCA today. Van Orden met with staff and community members to talk about local resources such as nutrition assistance and mental health programs. He says the YMCA's work is having a significant impact on the community.
Expansion of the food bank here is something that I think is incredibly important, and it's just so great to see the folks that are working here and serving their community.
Federal nutrition assistance programs tied to the Farm Bill are in question as Congress fails to put the bill on the floor for a potential vote. Van Orden is a member of the House Agriculture Committee.
A local organization is helping veterans understand the importance of healthy hobbies. Today, the Tomah VA Medical Center hosted the Fall into Wellness Expo, aiming to increase the well-being of veterans. The event allows attendees to connect with different resources the VA offers. The health behavior coordinator says bringing veterans awareness of these programs is the first step towards betterment.
We have so many wonderful programs and they just don't know that they exist. The more that we can do events like this and help veterans to see the programs, to meet the staff that work there, and to really understand the many great services that we offer, the more likely they are to come in.
Another Fall into Wellness event will be held tomorrow at Southwood County YMCA in Wisconsin Rapids.
The La Crosse Public Library is set to receive over $3 million for renovations and construction projects. Funding comes from ARPA grants for public libraries and community centers statewide. The library will upgrade their current computer labs with new computers, larger spaces, and offering instruction on how to use technology. The grants aim to increase public internet access for people in the community who may not have access at home.
Providing the access to people who don't have it is really part of what libraries do. It's part of our mission. So our mission really lines up very well with what this grant is trying to accomplish.
The library will also add classrooms, meeting rooms, and private studies. Renovations are expected to be finished by October 2026.
Hurricane Milton is heading toward Mexico as a Category 5 storm.
Now locals are getting prepared for the hurricane when we come back.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Find your style and light up your home with Patriot Lighting. Right now, get $15 instant savings on a single qualifying purchase of $100 or more on indoor lighting and ceiling fans. Sylvania white filament LED light bulbs are an attractive option for any room. They look great off or on. Right now, pick up a 2-pack for just $8.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Stacy Klein. As a volleyball mom, I remember looking forward to our week for team snacks, but now even the generic brands are expensive. And while career politicians are busy pointing fingers and bickering, Wisconsin families are still suffering. That's why I'm running for state senate, to lower the cost of living, cut taxes, and get Madison back to working as a team again. Because Western Wisconsin families are tired of settling for generic brands and generic politicians.
Do you need a floor tough enough to withstand your busy family but still fits in your style and budget? Carpets to Go has what you're looking for. Our Mannington flooring is pet-friendly, dent and scratch resistant, waterproof, and easy to clean. Mannington Restoration Laminate is also steam mop approved and comes with a 25-year warranty. Mannington Aduramax comes with a lifetime warranty, is designed to dampen sound, and comes with Microban to help keep your floor 99% cleaner. Stop into Carpets to Go in Onalaska.
Career politician Tammy Baldwin doesn't share our Wisconsin values. Baldwin's life partner is a Wall Street executive who has invested in industries that Tammy oversees in Washington. But Senator Baldwin refuses to disclose her partner's financial assets. That's a conflict of interest. They're getting richer while you're paying more. Tammy Baldwin's not on your side. She's in bed with Wall Street.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message. Join the team and give today.
Maxwell White, done right.
Maxwell White Plumbing proudly announces our first annual food drive in celebration of being in business for 30 years and our commitment to the communities we serve. From October 1st to 31st, we're partnering with the La Crosse Hunger Task Force. Donate while our professionals are at your home, at our West Salem location, or directly to the Hunger Task Force in La Crosse. As a thank you, get $15 off your service, and we'll donate an additional $15 on your behalf. Join us in making a difference this October.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Hurricane Milton has re-intensified into a powerful Category 5 storm as it continues to take aim at Mexico.
It's expected to hit Florida's Tampa area late Wednesday or early Thursday. Manuel Barroquez reports from Orlando.
It's a race to evacuate in Florida, with Hurricane Milton closing in on Tampa Bay.
They say it's going to be biblical, so we were going to stay, but I don't want to take the chance.
Bradley Sprague had a message for his neighbors as he boarded up his home on Minnesota Key.
Get somewhere higher ground, because this is not high ground.
Residents there and in other coastal communities like Newport Richey are still working to clean up debris from Hurricane Helene.
Everything's projectile out here right now because everybody's house is on the front yard.
With Milton fast approaching, crews in the state have been using dump trucks to haul away what they can.
All day today, it's going to continue, and into tomorrow until it's no longer safe to do so.
Further inland, in cities like Orlando, residents are filling bags to shore up their homes, and other Floridians are looking for a safe haven.
I can tell you that the hotels in this area are all basically sold out. People are coming here with their pets, food, medication. You can imagine the same thing is happening at many of the shelters that have opened up.
This could be the worst storm to hit Florida in over a century.
President Biden discussed Hurricane Milton emergency preparations from the White House.
I've spoken to all the political leaders in the region, some of them more than once. I've told them anything they ask for, they can get.
He's postponed a planned overseas trip to monitor the storm's impact. Manuel Bojorquez, CBS News, Orlando.
And in terms of travel, Tampa International Airport has already suspended its operations.
Well, more news ahead, but first,
a little chilly tonight, but overall we're going to see more areas get to the mid-70s tomorrow. In fact, we might see 80 come Thursday or Friday. We'll track down when we might actually cool down, and any rain will be in the forecast. That all coming up on your First One Weather Update after the break.
I've met so many people in western Wisconsin looking for a change. We need fresh ideas to tackle the issues families are facing every day. Inflation, healthcare costs, tax relief. In November, vote for someone putting in the legwork to find solutions. Vote Ryan Hipsch for Assembly.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 22% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet, brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Is your vehicle loan taking you for a ride? Get behind the wheel and take the road less expensive with Ultra's competitive vehicle loan options. With knowledgeable loan professionals, an easy application, and no payments for 90 days, Ultra's here to pave the way for a smoother road ahead. Apply today at driveultra.org, then lean back and enjoy the ride. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life, 1 mile at a time.
As president, I will be laser focused on creating opportunities for the middle class that advance their economic security, stability, and dignity.
Harris will lower the cost of living and cut taxes for middle-class families.
Because I strongly believe when the middle class is strong, America is strong.
Kamala Harris for president. The United Associations Union Plumbers and Pipe Fitters vote pack is responsible for the content of this ad.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you feel colder drafts here, you have gaps, worn seals, or even cracks here, you need a trusted window company to replace the window and help you save money on your energy bill. At Clear Choice, we know that your home is your biggest investment, and in a year like this, every dollar needs to be spent wisely. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Call now for our buy 3, get 1 free special.
Steve Doyle says,
I'm working for you.
Unless, of course, you're a senior on fixed income or middle-class family. Steve Doyle voted against bipartisan tax relief to help you with rising costs. Steve Doyle, playing political games, not working for us.
Now, typically this time of October, we should be in the low to mid 60s, really. We haven't seen too much of really October-like weather. We've been well above. Occasionally, we get a day that we drop down to it. We have seen temperatures more overnight getting back down into some of the 30s, which this time of year is kind of where many areas do see their first night of freezing temperatures, which many areas have. Thing is, for the next several days, we're going to be well above average. Tomorrow, more areas will get in the 70s. Already some areas had the 70s today. I think more will tomorrow. Mid to even upper 70s possible. Quiet conditions. Thursday could be the warmest day of the period, depending on what goes on with Friday with cloud cover. But a lot of areas will approach 80, especially further south you go. We could see in the low 80s. Friday's a little bit of concern. We have cloud cover coming in, so more or less get close to 80. Cooler on Saturday. A front kind of comes through Friday. Not much in the way of a big temperature change comes Saturday. We'll get back in the 60s. We'll see much cooler conditions coming Sunday, more like the end of October, like we'll have a change coming up. Right now, we're still kind of under this northwest flow that continues to go on. That's keeping everything dry and to the north and the track to the north. So right now it's still dry. There's the hurricane that we mentioned right now has re-intensified to Category 5. It's still projected to go through about the west side of Florida and probably decrease intensity. No impact on our weather like we had with the past system. That'll stay well to the east given the system that's overhead. But for nights low, we're going to see a few degrees warmer than we've had previous night. So more worries probably in the 40s to upper 30s. Still some of the colder spots could get that frost potential, could dip down into the upper 20s to low 30s, but all in all, pretty typical temperatures for this time of year now. Tomorrow's highs, as you look at some areas, may get into the upper 70s, especially further south you go. Some of those areas were already in the mid 70s, so they could be upper 70s up to the north, upper 60s. So once again, above average temperatures, light winds, very beautiful actually October day with these type of temperatures. Now as we go into Thursday, that's where we get some 80s, or at least get close to 80, depending on how things play out. Plenty of sun. The winds begin to turn around to the south-southeast, so that'll help warm us up a little bit, and we'll also start off a little warmer too. So definitely be probably the warmest day. Now coming Friday, we are going to still be warm because we're going to be ahead of this front up to the north and this cooler air mass up there, but we will have some more cloud cover going on, so that may keep the temperatures down. But Thursday night to Friday, we could be settling into the 50s starting off, so quite mild Thursday night. Once this comes through, we're going to see one push of cooler air Saturday. The next push really is what you're going to feel going into Sunday as the jet really turns north-south, and we're going to have some chilly air really. We're talking 50s for highs, potentially even cooler as we go into early next week. So that's what's going to be the bigger change. We're going to feel more like the end of October. Now precipitation as that front comes through Saturday into Sunday, a few showers possible, but it's not going to be heavy rainfall. Further south as you go, probably not going to see much in the way of rainfall. But the temperatures you can definitely notice. Once we get warm, we're going to really see that cool off next week and actually be below average come Monday and Tuesday. And if you haven't seen a frost or freeze this week, I think next week, the end of the growing season pretty much is going to be done, because we're going to be some areas that could be into the 20s or even teens with that air mass. So definitely enjoy this week.
Yeah, because otherwise it will be downright chilly.
We will be down back, yes, where we should be. Yep.
All right. Thank you, Greg. When we come back, tomorrow is Emergency Nurses Day.
We'll tell you what to expect right after this.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. These places employ us, sponsor the Little League team, and feed and clothe us. That's why I'm proud of the work I've done to support our business community. I know that the side of the aisle you're on matters less than being on the side of our main streets. No party has a monopoly on good ideas. I'm Steve Doyle, and I'm working for our businesses, working for our communities, and I'm working for you.
Does your child have sleep disorders, ADHD, ADD, speech issues, or mouth breathing? These are a few symptoms of a myofunctional disorder. If left untreated, it can cause disrupted sleep, TMJ pain, snoring, and other health problems. At Allen Dental, our myofunctional therapist will develop a plan to retrain the face, mouth, and throat muscles, leading to better sleep, mouth alignment, and nasal breathing, which has so many benefits for overall health. Contact Allen Dental today to schedule your appointment.
Toma Health offers the latest surgical techniques for a wide range of procedures, including orthopedics, endoscopy, gynecology, and cataract surgery. Our board-certified physicians meet the needs of every patient with the Mako Smart Robotics and Da Vinci surgical systems.
Toma Health has an excellent reputation, and we have access to the latest technologies, including computer-assisted total joint replacement.
Visit tomahealth.org for expert surgical care.
I served in the United States Navy to protect and honor my country, so it makes me sick to know it. But our Congressman, Derek Van Orden, participated in January 6th, the deadly Capitol attack where 140 police officers were injured and 5 ultimately died. Van Orden was there. Then he lied about it until social media posts proved Van Orden was there. As rioters attacked it, he dishonored our country. Derek Van Orden doesn't belong in Congress.
VoteVets is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
This week is Emergency Nurses Week.
And Wednesday is National Emergency Nurses Day. They are usually the first people you typically see in a medical emergency situation in a hospital. According to the Emergency Nurses Association, roughly 167,000 emergency nurses work in the U.S.
The ENA has marked the observance on the second Wednesday in October since 1989. The association expanded it to a full week back in 2001. The group celebrates ER nurses with things like giveaways, discounts, member highlights, and of course the annual EN Week 5K fundraiser.
And you can of course celebrate also by giving them a handshake or a high five to your nurse.
Absolutely. I mean, I've never been in one of those emergency situations at a hospital, but those people are doing absolute crucial work for those people who are in that situation.
Yep, and the long hours too. It's definitely a deserving week for them.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, we'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after the break.
How much are your old windows costing you? Heat that either escapes or enters windows accounts for roughly 30% of the energy used to heat and cool your home. For a limited time, River Valley Remodelers is offering a free energy audit for your home's windows. We'll show you the energy loss and help you find the perfect option that fits your budget and matches your style. Our windows are energy efficient and designed for all of our weather, keeping your home comfortable year-round. River Valley Remodelers. Call today for your free energy audit.
Arthritis, high blood pressure, breast cancer. Almost everyone has a pre-existing condition and could lose health insurance if Derek Van Orden and Washington Insiders get their way. They take money from big insurance companies, then try to strip coverage for pre-existing conditions. Van Orden and Washington Insiders don't care about you, so if you get sick, you get dropped. Time to drop Derek Van Orden and these Washington Insiders from Congress.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
From sunup to sundown, Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing our Cooley region for 59 years. Whether you're in La Crosse, Onalaska, West Salem, Holmen, or La Crescent, take comfort your heating and cooling needs are met with our trusted staff, longevity, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Be ready this fall and call Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning for your furnace cleaning check today. Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local train dealer. It's hard to stop a train.
Has your pet been diagnosed with a cruciate ligament injury or torn ACL? Forget the inconvenience of travel and expense to a university. Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holmen specializes in knee reconstruction using the TPLO. This is a gold standard that's been used by veterinarians for over 40 years and provides the strongest fixation in ACL repair. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics today.
Fentanyl is one of the most lethal drugs on the market. This much can kill thousands. These deadly drugs are pouring across our border. But Biden, Harris, and Democrats have done nothing to stop it. Tammy Baldwin claims she's trying, but she's failed. She took credit for an anti-fentanyl bill she didn't write and opposed efforts to secure the border. Senator Baldwin and Democrats have done nothing, and our communities are paying the price.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big snacking and candy event. Right now, save on our incredible one-of-a-kind selection of craveable candies, nuts and trail mixes, and more. Like new Blaine's brand Heat and Honey, Magic Marshmallow, or Muddy Buddy trail mixes, just $3.99 a pound. Enjoy your favorite Blaine's Farm and Fleet chocolate snacks in large resealable bags, only $12.99. Rewards members save an extra $2. Plus, save the date for Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland opening weekend. The magic begins Saturday, October 12th.
All right, not quite as chilly tonight, but still we're going to get back into the low to mid 40s for La Crosse, probably upper 30s for Eau Claire. Some of the colder spots could get close to freezing, so that frost potential is out there. Overall, much more mild conditions throughout the week. 80s potentially Thursday, Friday. We have a cool down Saturday. The bigger cool down comes Sunday, along with maybe a slight chance for some showers Saturday night and Sunday. And then, yeah, back to the 50s, which is a little bit below average, more October-like weather going on for the rest of the period. So enjoy this week. We're going to go back to where we should be, actually a little bit cooler there. But other thing to remember, today was the anniversary of the Peshtigo Fire. 1871 in Green Bay that killed potentially over 1,200 people.
Massive fire.
It was a massive fire.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5.
We'll see you at 6.